Michael DeSanta is often painted as a traitor, a selfish man who backstabs his friends to save himself. But what if that image isn't entirely fair? What if, beneath the lies and betrayal, Michael is far more selfless than we give him credit for? In this video, we are diving into the overlooked side of Michael's story, the sacrifices, the loyalty, and the moment that prove he's better than just a backstabber. Talking it out and not going for the kill instantly. Throughout the game events, Michael isn't the one who goes for the kill when things get real. It's shown in the very start of the game when Michael, Trevor and Brad were assaulting a bank in North Yankton. Michael was caught by a cop and that cop saw Michael's face, which means that he'll remember him. Michael, with all of that in mind, he tried to talk it out with the cop. And when Trevor dealt with him by shooting him in the head, Michael was pissed from that action, saying that he didn't have to do that.
Fuck! You didn't have to do that!
One other action is when Franklin broke into Michael's house to steal the SUV Jimmy bought from Simon Yatarian, who runs a sketchy credit fraud operation, pushing expensive vehicle into clueless buyers under the guise of $5,000 payments. When Jimmy inevitably misses a payment, Simeon wastes no time. He sends Franklin to repossess the SUV. Michael was waiting in the SUV. Instead of killing Franklin on the spot, he talked it out and made Franklin go to his boss's dealership. Even when Franklin did what he was told, Michael gave him some money for listening to him. And he clearly didn't have to. Even after that, Michael beat up Simeon but didn't kill him. He just warned him. Also, in the jewelry shop heist, a cop was making problems with Franklin. Michael didn't kill him on the spot. He just warned him to back off of them, not killing the janitor. Michael and Franklin are pulled in for one final job by Agent Haynes. This time, it's a high-stakes mission to infiltrate the FIB headquarters. To get into the FIB building, Michael needed access, which meant taking a janitor's uniform and ID. Now he could have taken the easy, ruthless route and simply killed the guy to avoid loose ends. But he didn't. Instead, Michael chose a more humane approach. He slipped some cash into the janitor's pocket, gave him a warning to keep quiet, and took what he needed without any bloodshed.
You got another one of those, Harvey?
Who are you?
The guy with your best interests at heart. Fill your pockets with money and all you gotta do is take a little vacation.
Hey, I work 2 jobs, man. Take any break I can get.
Good.
Hey, you want the beer?
Nah, just take the overalls. Oh, and your ID.
It's in there.
Oh, and Harvey, I probably don't need to say this, but you don't play ball, I'll be forced to do something I really don't want to do. Enjoy your beer.
It's a small moment, but it says a lot. Michael isn't the cold, selfish traitor some make him out to be. When he can avoid unnecessary harm, he does. You should also know that in the beta version, Michael was going to kill him with a knife and there is an incomplete animation for it, saving Casey from Trevor. In the supple approach to the big score, the crew had to infiltrate the Union Depository dressed as security guards to pull off the massive gold heist. To make the plan believable, they needed a real bank guard on the inside. That's where Casey came in. He was forced into helping, threatened with his life if he didn't follow orders. When the plan went off without a hitch and the gold was secured, Trevor was ready to kill Casey just to tie up loose ends. But Michael stepped in. He stopped Trevor before things get out of hand, sparing Casey's life. More than that, Michael actually rewarded him, handing over a gold bar for his help.
All without firing a bullet.
Ah, don't forget our case here, huh? The lead ain't gonna be wasted.
Please don't! No, wait!
Biggest score of our lives, we ain't taking any chances. Sorry, Pally, well...
It ain't a chance
please,
if he's
please.
in on it. Huh? Get up. Hey, get up. You tell him something that ain't on the news already. This whole thing was your idea.
Yeah, I understand. Not a word.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was jumped. I never saw a thing. Go!
It was a small gesture, but it spoke volumes. Michael didn't have to do it. He could have stayed quiet or let Trevor handle it in his way. But instead, he chose empathy and fairness in a moment where greed and violence could have taken over. Michael proved he wasn't in just for himself. He had a line he wouldn't cross, even in the middle of a high-stakes heist. Not killing Dr. Friedlander. Later in the game, during an optional visit, Dr. Friedlander drops some surprising news on Michael. He's been offered his own TV show and is planning to leave Los Santos. On top of that, he tells Michael he'll need to find a new therapist and even hints that he might use Michael's case on the show. Naturally, Michael isn't too happy about being used for ratings, and he chases after Friedlander in a fit of anger. At the moment, the player gets to choose to kill him or let him go. But in the canon storyline, Michael decided to spare him and walks away. Even though Dr. Friedlander's move felt like a betrayal, Michael chose not to kill him. That moment says a lot. He had every reason to lash out, but he walked away instead. Stop! If you liked the video so far, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Huge shout out to Spidey, the member of the channel, as this kind of support really helps the channel a lot. Thank you all for watching so far, and let's continue. Being a mentor and a friend to Franklin. After the incident with Simeon that left Franklin without a job, Michael took Franklin under his wing, offering life advice in his own unconventional way. When he recognized Franklin's potential, Michael gave him a shot at something bigger, the jewelry heist.
What'd I tell you, Lester, huh?
Throughout the story, Michael never turned his back on him. He remained a loyal friend, a mentor, and someone who genuinely believed in Franklin's future, helping Franklin save Lamar. With Stretch's help, Lamar arranges a drug deal with the Bolas in Blaine County. But once again, it turns out to be a setup. And this time, the Bolas kidnap Lamar. When Franklin finds out what happened, he doesn't waste time. He reaches out to Michael and Trevor for backup, and together, they gear up to rescue Lamar from the ambush. Michael didn't hesitate for a second. He jumped in to help Franklin rescue Lamar. Fully aware of how dangerous it was, he barely even knew Lamar. But that didn't matter. What mattered was that Franklin needed him. Michael was willing to risk his life, not for Lamar, but for the sake of a friend who had always stood by him, loving his family, trying to fix Jimmy's lifestyle. Michael wasn't happy with the direction Jimmy's life was heading. If he were truly selfish, he wouldn't have cared at all. But instead, he made an effort. He tried to pull Jimmy out of his lazy, toxic lifestyle and actually spend time with him.
I just want you to do something. Besides, sit there, eating.
Yeah, great. Thanks for the fucking guidance, Dad. It means a lot.
Wait. I'm just trying to help you.
Yeah, well, nothing says I love you like smashing my fucking TV. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry. I just wish we could do things together.
Yeah, what things?
I don't know. Go for walks, play ball.
You know I have bad glands.
Bike ride then.
Bike ride. You want to go on a fucking bike ride? Fine, let's go on a fucking bike ride.
Sure, things didn't always go smoothly, and most of his attempts fell flat. But the intention was there. Michael genuinely wanted to help his son become something better, saving Tracy. Tracy, eager for fame and desperate to be noticed, ends up on a luxury yacht with a group of sleazy porn producers, men who clearly don't have her best interests at heart. Blinded by the illusion of Hollywood glamour, she doesn't realize the danger she's walking into. When Jimmy points out the yacht from a distance and casually tells Michael where his daughter is, Michael snaps. Furious and protective, he strips off his shirt and dives into the water without hesitation.
You don't talk about your sister that way.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's true. I mean, according to her Life Invader page, she's hanging out with producers and porno guys this afternoon.
What are you talking about?
Actually, it's all happening right out there.
What?
That boat that makes yours look like a refugee raft? You know the kind of boat, the one that makes a young, impressionable girl drop her pants and spread her legs.
This is the reason you brought me here, isn't it? You fuck. Ah!
Driven by pure instinct, he swims across the bay and climbs aboard the yacht. Wasting no time, he confronts the men, hurls a speaker overboard, and shoves one of them into the sea. It's messy, impulsive, and violent, but it's Michael doing what he knows best, protecting his family no matter the cost. He forces Tracy onto a sea shark, dragging her away from the toxic scene she thought was glamorous. Once safe, Tracy storms off in frustration, but Michael knows he did what he had to do. He saved his daughter, even if she didn't realize she needed saving.
How about I just drive us home?
You ruined my life.
When Michael realized that Tracy was being exploited once again, this time for her appearance on Fame or Shame, he wasted no time rushing to her rescue. As soon as he saw Laszlo dancing with her in a sexual way, he pushed him and forcibly removed Tracy from the toxic environment. But Michael didn't stop there. He and Trevor chased Laszlo down and filmed him dancing in a humiliating, shameful way. The goal wasn't just to make Laszlo suffer, it was to make sure he wouldn't dare hurt Tracy again. Also, notice how he was the one to let Laszlo go in the end. Talking about sparing people, just like we discussed in the first point. Yet, when Michael discovered Laszlo hadn't truly learned his lesson and was still exploiting Tracy, he took action once more. This time, Michael went further. He shaved off Laszlo's iconic ponytail and drew a penis tattoo on his chest. And Michael forced Laszlo to put Tracy on his show in a respectful, dignified way, ensuring that her talent was recognized, not her appearance.
You're gonna put her on your show and you're gonna make sure she looks good.
Look, okay, I got a lot of juice in this town, but I mean, I'm not a miracle.
Just do it! Yeah. Alright, Trace, let's go.
In the end, Michael finally respected Tracy's dream, but he made sure it was on her terms. In a way that wasn't humiliating. It was his way of showing that despite all the chaos and flaws in their relationship, he truly cared about her after all, trying to fix his family situation. After Michael's family left him because of how he'd been acting, he actually tried to turn things around. He wanted to do something they could be proud of. So he decided to chase his old dream of getting into the movie business. You could tell how excited he was when he found out he'd be working with Solomon Richards, a big name in the industry. He didn't waste any time and immediately called Amanda to tell her the news. It was his way of trying to fix things, hoping that maybe this could bring his family back together.
Hey, baby. I just wanted to tell you, I'm finally doing something with my life. I'm making a movie. A real one. Call me.
And it was heartwarming to see how they were proud of him after what he achieved. Meltdown. As Michael stands at the premiere of his movie, finally living out his long-time dream, he notices something off. Amanda and Tracy still haven't shown up. He starts to wonder what's keeping them. That's when Devin Weston appears, smug and passive-aggressive, hinting that something's happened to Michael's family. A twisted act of revenge for the death of Molly. Devin reveals that he sent Merryweather agents after them, then casually walks into the theater to enjoy the very movie Michael helped to bring to life. Without hesitation, Michael drops everything. Fame, success, the biggest night of his career, none of it matters now. His only focus is saving his family. He races home with Jimmy, desperate to get there before it's too late. As the house comes under attack, Michael fights off heavily armed mercenaries without a second thought for his own safety.
Baby, are you okay? Are you alright?
We're inside. Fine. Walk them up.
Okay. You just stay here. Keep your heads down.
Be safe, baby.
Don't you worry about me.
After that, Michael tells them to lay low and leave the house again, but this time it was on Michael's request for their own safety while he handles things.
They came to my house, Lester. My house! So I asked Amanda and the kids to move out for a few days.
I hate to say it, but Merryweather isn't short on excuses to come and kill you. Nor is Devin Weston.
I ain't looking for perspective, Lester. They came after my family.
Moments like this prove that behind chaos, Michael's a man who would risk everything for his family. No hesitation, no second thought, just a pure, selfless love. Actions with Trevor. In the Death Wish option, Lester deliberately feeds false intel to Haynes and Weston, claiming the stolen gold is being melted down at a local foundry. The goal? Lure them into sending their men straight into an ambush, a trap designed to wipe them out and leave them too with nothing to fall back on. When the trio was fighting off these men, Trevor wasn't responding to Michael, which got Michael worried and made him go and find out what happened to Trevor. He got relieved when he found out that Trevor was still alive.
Man, I gotta stay out here with Lamar. Can you get to him? Shit. All right, I'm looking for him. Talk to me, T. There you are. Man, you had me worried.
I took a knock. I was sitting out a few rounds. It's good to know you care.
Next time I'll leave you to it.
Even after everything that happened in the Death Wish ending, during one of their hangouts, Michael takes a moment to make things right with Trevor. He offers Trevor his own share of the money from the big score, not out of obligation, but as a sincere gesture of apology for what happened years ago in North Yankton. It's a rare moment of vulnerability that shows how selfless Michael can be, and how determined he is to make amends for the betrayal that nearly destroyed their friendship.
I mean, I fucked you over, and that's why I want to apologize. And I also want to give you my share of the money we boosted in this last score.
You do?
Sure. I don't really need it. I want you to be happy.
Wow. I don't need it either, and I don't want it. It's never about the money, Michael.
I know it wasn't. I was in a tough situation, and I fucked up, and I apologize.
Okay. I accept your apology.
Thank you.
Even when Trevor finally uncovered the truth about Michael's betrayal, Michael had the chance to take him out, to protect himself and silence the threat. If he were truly just a backstabber, he would have pulled the trigger the moment things get tense. But he didn't. Despite everything, Michael chose not to kill Trevor, proving that deep down, he wasn't the cold-hearted traitor people believed he was. So, from my perspective, Michael doesn't betray people out of pure malice or greed. He only resorts to backstabbing when his own life is truly on the line. Just look at how he set up Trevor back in North Yankton. It wasn't because he enjoyed betraying a friend, but because he saw it as the only way to escape and secure a better life for himself and his family. The same pattern shows up later in ending A. He helps Franklin kill Trevor. Not out of hatred, but because he sees it as the safest way to protect himself. And in ending B, when Franklin is ordered to kill Michael, Michael even suggests that Trevor should be the one taken out instead.
Who put you up to this? Trevor? You're an idiot! We should take him out together, right now! We'll roll on T!
So yes, Michael can be a backstabber, but only under extreme pressure. Only when it's his survival on the line. And even then, he has boundaries. He would never, for example, sacrifice his family to save himself. That line is something he wouldn't cross. And to be fair, he's not the only protagonist with a good side. Trevor, for all his chaos and brutality, also has a good side. He shows moments of loyalty, compassion, and unexpected kindness. And in this video right there, I talked about that. Thank you all for watching, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, huge shout out to Spidey, the member of the channel, and I see you guys in the next video. Peace.